Guys, quick update on ASTER. We've got some news here. Also, we've got this on-chain data that we can look at. The chart looks like we're about to break to the upside or downside. So I'm going to talk about my price targets, what I'm planning to do, where I think the price is going to go. There's a massive airdrop that's coming, which could be a huge opportunity. So I'm going to let you guys know about that. So let's get into it. So first of all, the whale activity is looking absolutely phenomenal on ASTER. Like I said, I don't see these projects come around very often. I do think this is a solid play, and I love to see this from the whales. So you see here, they started to get in early, they started to buy aggressively, but we don't see that sell-off. You see how stable it is here from the whales, and we're actually starting to trend to the upside here. This whale has actually bought more now, and their balance is worth $108 million. You don't see these kind of whales coming in very often. They're not really swing traders. You know, you don't go and put over $100 million into something that you're kind of swing trading each week or each month. These tend to be long-term plays, and these kind of whales, you know, putting in 100 million plus are tend to be looking for, you know, billion dollar plays, right? They're looking for the big play. And also, you've got to have some crazy conviction to put over $100 million in a startup company. So really love to see it. They did buy more. Another whale bought more here in the last 24 hours, 2.16 million. We had a small sell here, but they still hold 1.5 million. So really nice activity from the whales. Love to see that they're accumulating. Looking at the charts here, so we are in this bullish wedge, right? We came up into this pattern, so it's a bullish wedge. And we've been kind of coiling up here for some time. Now, I was looking for a W breakout. It kind of looked like we were forming a W breakout. You see this double bottom here. We tried to come up to the resistance, but we couldn't quite get through the resistance. This is actually usually the area where you break out. So around 60 to 70% of the way into these wedges is usually where you break out. So it's quite normal to try and get a long breakout here. We couldn't get above the resistance, and the trend is your friend until the end, and we got rejected. Beautiful. If you've been day trading, this has actually been lovely to day trade. Look at this wedge, right? Long the bottom, short the top, long the bottom, short the top, long the bottom, short the top. It's played out, you know, perfectly. Where are we now? We're at the bottom, so technically you would take a long position here and hope for a breakout to the upside. However, what happens if we break the bottom? Well, if we break the bottom, we should come down and hit our technical target as well, right? So we need to have a strategy for either outcome. We can't be focused on, you know, a guaranteed up, because this is crypto and anything can happen. So if we work out our targets for the top, so this is being conservative, but let's say we break out, well, we're not going to break out until at least here now. If we do reverse here and move to the upside, which is bringing us roughly to where these candle closed on all-time high. So I quite like that for a technical target to the upside. So that would be roughly around a price target of 2.31. Okay, that's if we were to move to the upside and break to the upside. If we do break to the downside, then the downside target, let's just drag this over here. The downside target, which it does look like we're trying to break out here, but don't forget these wicks have tried to come down before and they got bought straight back up. If we do come to the downside here, okay, this is a rough target. The technical target is 1.33 down to 1.28, okay? And we do have, look how well that lines up with our previous wicks here as well. We see these wicks down here. So we do have some confluence to the upside, and we also have some confluence to the downside. That's crazy, actually, how the technical target lines up with that wick. So if we do come to the downside, I would be planning to maybe add to a position or open a new long position around anywhere between 138 and 127. As you guys know, I already called this in my Discord around 0.45. So, you know, we're way away from ever getting stopped out on this. You know, I don't think this is ever going to come below $1 again. But don't forget, guys, if you're getting in late, you're not in the position that we're in right now, right? So, you know, you have to ask yourself, are you in a position where if you take a long here, are you going to get liquidated if we come down to 125 or 133, right? And do you have a strategy? What are you going to do if we come down here? What are you going to do if we don't break this level and we actually hold this level? Because as we can see on chain, the whales don't seem to be wanting to sell, and actually they're buying more, right? So, you know, having a strategy for either outcome. What are you going to do if we do break to the upside? Do you have a strategy? Because it could move up very, very fast, and obviously you don't want to get left behind in an asset like this if you're interested in loading up on it, right? So those are my two technical targets. I think it would be hard to get down to 120, 27, 133. I think there would be a lot of buy pressure. But hey, again, this is crypto. Anything's possible. And, we're just trading the charts here, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking at with the charts. Let's see how it plays out. I would expect to break very, very soon. The SMC bot has just flagged a sell, okay? So that's on our side for looking for some potential downside here. It has flagged a sell. And we also have an airdrop coming in the next week or so, right? So there might be a little bit of fear about that airdrop. Are we going to get a sell-off? Sometimes there's a little bit of a sell-off going into an airdrop. And then on the day of the airdrop, that kind of fear is gone, and you can get some aggressive buy pressure, right? So I think something to be cautious of is if we get a fake out here, we do have a bit of a sell-off, and then we get, a buy by the news event after the airdrop happens. The airdrop, I think, could be really big, guys. So if you are not using ASTER yet, or you're not trading on ASTER, they're doing a massive airdrop for people who are using the platform. And in our community, we've got over 500 traders in our team now. So you have teams, and the more people in your team, the more people trading, the more of the airdrop you get. Okay, so our maximizer, our team boost maximizer, is now maxed at 1.5%, which means that everyone in our team is going to get more of the airdrop because we're all trading together, right? And I'm trading with quite big size as well, so it should help us always get the maximum boost from that maximizer, right? So if you want to join the team, head over to my X. Set up an account with ASTER. So go to the ASTER X as well, and always click the official link from the ASTER Twitter channel. Don't search for it online. So go to their channel, set up, and then it will ask you to enter a ref code or a team code. And here is my code to enter, and then that means you'll get the 1.5x% bonus on your airdrop. Okay, the airdrop, people get asking me how big is it going to be? Well, it's 4% of the total supply, right? So 4%. Price, let's say price is around 180. It might be higher, it might be lower at the time. Let's just say 180 for now. Price is 180, 4%. So that's $576 million based on the current price that they're going to be airdropping. $500 million, right? Huge airdrop. So a great opportunity to get some. And I don't know how much we're going to get each. Of course, it depends on how much you're trading and if you've got the multiplier, what kind of team you're in. But that's technically enough for them to give how many people? So $576 million. So they could literally, I mean, even if it was $10,000, I think $1,000 each. What's that? 576 million. 576 million would be 57,000 people, right? 57,600 people. Yeah, it would. Sorry, that's if they got $10,000 each, right? That's if they got $10,000 each. It would be 57,600 people. That's crazy. Maybe they could even afford to do that, $10,000 each. I think the Arbitrum airdrop was around $10,000 per person, weren't it, for the people who started using Arb very early. So with $1,000, that would be 576,000 people, right? I'm having a slow day. My maths is not with it today. Yeah. 576,000 people could get $1,000 each from a $576 million airdrop, right? That's crazy. So really, everyone kind of should be getting over $1,000 if they're trading. It's a lot of money as well, right? So there could potentially be a sell-off from the people who have just been farming to make dollars, who don't care about the investment. Don't forget, in some third world countries, $1,000 is a lot of money, right? Some people work for $5 a day. And this is a really good way for them to earn money, these airdrops and stuff from the West. And they'll sell, guys. A lot of them will sell. So, we might see a bit of a sell-off, but I think once the panic dies down, you'll probably get a buy the news event. Especially as a lot of the hyperliquid maxis have been fudding ASTER in this airdrop, and it's going to be, there's going to be a huge dump. So sometimes you can see a sell-off into the event, on the day of the event, and then a buy the news after the airdrop's done, because the uncertainty's gone then, right? So trade smarter. After Genesis 2 is entering the final epoch stage, which ends around the 5th of October. users still have time to climb the ranks. So we've still got 5-6 days, guys, to really smash these points out on ASTER to actually get allocated to this drop. So you've still got time to set up and jump in my team, enter the code, jump in my team. And that way, when you start trading on ASTER, you'll get the bonus, right? So you can really start to build your points up to get some of this airdrop. Stage 3 will begin immediately after stage 2. So as soon as we finish this airdrop, this October the 5th stage, they start the next one as well. So, you might as well get set up and ready for the next stage. Bringing an updated scoring system to include spot trades and refreshed incentives to reward traders. Okay, so they're going to be rewarding people on spots as well. If you want to rack up your points, so if you want to get some really good points, they've changed it so that if you hold your position open longer, if you're getting into a long position, right? So you're not just opening, closing. If you hold your position open, which is how I tend to trade, right? I'm still in my ASTER long positions from when it launched, right? From day one, I haven't closed them. I haven't taken any profits. So yeah, that's how you earn a lot. Also, market orders. So instead of doing limit orders, if you open market orders, you get more points as well. So keeping positions open, obviously taking multiple positions, buying spot also helps as well. That helps get our points up. It's going to be really interesting. I'm going to be interested to see how much we can make, because we've got 500 people in the team now. So we must be in one of the top teams. We must be in one of the top teams if we've got 500 users already, because we were on this really early. So yeah, if you want to join us, let's try and get to 1,000 members. The more people we get, the more points we can build as a team, and hopefully the bigger the airdrop. Let's see if we can, man. Even if I cleared like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in ASTER, I would hold it anyway, right? So I wouldn't sell it. And I might put some, because it's free money, I might just chuck it in like a time capsule wallet and just see where it is in 5 years or 8 years, because I don't really care about it. It's free. I might just chuck it in like in a wallet. Like, it's a few $1,000s, chuck it in a wallet, see if it does 100x in 8 years. Like BNB obviously done thousands of X's, right? I might just chuck it in a random wallet and see where it is in 6, 7, 8 years. Because if it does 100x, which it could, right, in 8 years' time, maybe even more. BNB done a 10,000x, right? Even if it's $1,000 or $5,000, it could be $500,000. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to sell mine, guys. I think I'm just going to time capsule it. I'm going to take some profits at some point or another, especially off my leverage trades, because they've been running since even before this price started, right, way down here, right? I think we started to long down here somewhere, pretty much at the start. And you got to think, if these whales are coming in and buying hundreds of millions of ASTER, right? This whale bought more this week. They're buying at 180. So, is the price ever going to come back down to? Is the price going to come back down through $1? Big psychological number, through 50 cents. I don't think so, guys. I really don't. Not with CZ back in this. I really do think we are super early. Let me just try and find this post I sent to my guys in the Discord, because this is a really, really cool post. I like to, if in doubt, zoom out. I like to look at things like this. Let me bring this over here. So yeah, if in doubt, zoom out. And this is what someone posted here. Kazi posted saying this is what the chart looks of when it's flat. What do you think about it? So, I'd like to look back at this. I know it's Moon Boy, but I'd like to look back at this. And, this is like the early stages of BNB, right? When you look at a BNB chart, this is what it kind of looks like. And then it has its bull run. Did you see what CZ posted today as well? CZ posted a chart. He never does this. He never posts this kind of stuff. Like, it's insane how bullish he's getting. Not predicting the future, and don't get too excited, but September in my past was followed by this. Okay, so he keeps dropping these little hints. Never seen him post this much stuff, and he's not the type to post this if there was even like a shadow of doubt that we were going to have a bear market in the next few months, or we were going to crash, right? It's really not like him. A lot of his predictions have been very, very accurate. And he seems very confident that there's a lot of good stuff coming in the next 3 months. We also see the SEC saying their main focus is now crypto, just happens to be at the start of the Q4. Eric Trump says Q4 is going to be amazing for crypto. Now, that's not always the best signal. But we've got people in the White House, guys, that are saying crypto's about to explode, including the SEC. Well, not the SEC saying it's exploding, but saying that they're focusing on it and that they think it's going to do well. So yeah, very rare to see CZ posting about this. Really good for ASTER. It's kind of the next decentralized Binance. Could it flop? Yes. Look, could the insiders sell dump? Yes. Anything can happen. Not without risks. This game is not without risks. But for me personally, I haven't sold anything. I think it's one of the best plays I've seen since I've been in crypto. So what an idiot I would be to sell some of my bags here when I feel like it's the strongest play I've seen in my 5 or 6 years of crypto, right? If I could go back in time and put more money into Solana when I had max conviction, it would have changed my life, right? I had max conviction on Casper, Render, ADA. I was into all of them early. I got into BNB last cycle early as well. And, that's why I'm just going to hold this, guys. That's why I'm going to hold this. The sell is disappearing. So it's not confirmed yet. We did get a little bit of buy pressure here. I just say prepare for anything, guys. It's going to be volatile. I'm not trading on high leverage. I think trading on 10, 15, 20x is so dangerous with this in this current space with scam wicks, death candles, mass liquidations. So yeah, I'm just trading on 3x leverage, and I've got a massive bag. So for me to buy more, I really need to see it come down here for me to buy more, for me to maybe take another long position or to buy a big bag of spot, maybe do both. I really need to see max pain for me to get in here, right around this support area, which I don't think will ever drop below this again. It might not happen, but this is the thing with just sitting back, right? I'm on 600% profits at the moment. I'm just going to sit back, and if we break down here, buy more, and if we break up, happy days. My bags are packed, right? That's it for now. Let me know what you're doing. If you want to see the buy and sell alerts, so this is where I posted ASTER in my Discord. If you want to join our Discord, massive community. We've got 47 people here just using the SMC bot alone, which is a trading view indicator. That's the indicator that sort of just flashed up sell there. If you want to join the community, head over to my X, and so head over to my Twitter and search for this one at the bottom, and that will take you to my page. Click this link. Once you get in there, there's a link to join the Discord, and then when you're in the Discord, you can see all of the buy and sell alerts, all my leverage trades, my long, short positions. You can jump in with the chat with us. We're tracking loads of wallets on chain in real time, so you can see some of those down here. So you can see what the DEX flows are saying. You can see what smart money are buying, what the KOLs are buying in real time. For example, GMX has DEX inflow here. So it looks like people are selling GMX. Do I need to go and short it? Some DEX inflow of ATH, which is Aether. Do I need to go and short that? 3.63 times the recent average, right? Why are people selling ATH? Are the insiders selling? So then I would actually go to Nansen myself and look at Aether and see who's selling. Are insiders selling? Is it whales? Is it people just de-risking, taking profits? Is it a vesting contract that just unlocked? So really, really powerful data in the Discord. It's more than just a buy and sell alert group. You know, we've connected this to the blockchain so you guys can see some of this alpha in real time as it happens. And, we've got a professional leverage trader in here as well who gives pro leverage trade calls. So you've got my calls. I take degen leverage trades, and then they take quite lower risk trades with strict discipline and stop losses and TP. So two different styles of leverage trading in there. And then obviously you can jump in the community and speak to me as well. I'm always in here chatting every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the YouTube video to stay up to date with the latest. Let me know what videos you want me to do next, what videos you want to see, any projects you want me to do videos on. We did buy something else a couple of days ago or a few days ago, so I still need to do a video on that. I think it's a really good project. I went on chain, I've looked at the whales and the smart money and the KOLs, and everyone is still holding, which I like to see. And as long as they're still holding, I'm happy to hold, right? If the insiders start to sell, I'll start to sell. I do need to do a video on AVNT. If you follow my X, you'll probably see all my posts about AVNT. So if you're not following my Twitter, go and follow my X, guys, because I've been talking about that quite a lot this week. I still need to do a video, but the information's always going to come out on my Twitter first and then on YouTube because I need to put the productions together. Don't forget, none of the information in this video is financial advice. Always do your own research. Investing in crypto or investing in anything is highly risky. You can lose all your money investing in anything, so always do your own research first. That's it for now, guys. Until then, I will catch you in the next one.